Let's see what happens. Oh, that's wonderful. It started right up. And so what I have here is a 2001 GMC 2500HD. It's always been a little hard to start. When I got it, I didn't notice a fuel smell, but this summer I'm noticing a fuel smell. I think I have a defective fuel pressure regulator. I didn't see anything that would look like maybe leaky injectors. Then what I did is over here, now you'll notice this is wet right now because I did just test this, but I'll show you what I did. So let's go ahead and start it up. So here's the fuel pressure regulator right here. I'm gonna just pull this off. And notice you see fuel coming out right away. That shouldn't happen. So I'm gonna pull off the fuel pressure regulator, pop on a new one. So let's go ahead and do that. So it's pretty easy to remove this. You just pop this off. And pop this clip off right here, which I'm not gonna be able to do with one hand, but you can pop this off easily with just your hand. So I'll do that. All right, this is what the clip looks like. I've got it off. Now let's just pull this on out. There we go. And there's a little O-ring in there. It's got to come out too. See that little blue colored O-ring? Also, this comes with like a one of those little clamps on it, which you don't need for the GMC 2500 that I have, the 2001. So we won't use that. We're going to use that. We're going to use this kind of clamp. It comes with a new one of these, so that's what we're going to use. Mine actually fell apart. So you see that little thing in here? This has to come out also. It doesn't look like there's still an O-ring in, well, maybe there is. Maybe there's still an O-ring in there. Maybe that's what that is right there. But it was hard to see. But yeah, you've got all these O-rings need to be replaced here. This is all on the new, and that didn't come out when I took out the old. Here's another picture. I have the old manual here. And like I say, this is for the gas engine 6-liter 2001 GMC 2500HD Sierra. And so you basically got all these components, and you want to make sure they're all out, or you're not going to get the new one back in. So I picked this up at O'Reilly. Hopefully this will help me dig out if it's in there. I'm not sure that it's still in there. I'm a little confused because the picture's not very clear. So yeah, it is in there. I can tell because I can feel that this is catching rubber as I put it in there. I really say that this really sucks when you have bad vision. I can't see little things, even with glasses at this point, because of my, you know, the kind of correction I have. I can see fine to read now and stuff like that, but like unless it's perfect situations when it comes to stuff that's really confined like that, I can't see a blooming thing. So I'm going totally by feel. So I'm gonna probably spend the next hour trying to dig that O-ring out and then I'll be right back. All right, I got it. I ended up using a tip like this, and that got it out to where I had a little bit I could loop through, but don't pull it out all the way. I then used this to hook it, and then I pulled it out. So again, to be clear, this thing is tiny, and it's black in my case, so it doesn't show up very easily. But like I said, I got just part of it out so I could grab it with the loop. You want something that's going to get a good grip on it and loop it so it can't fall into your fuel rail. Because if you drop it into your fuel rail, then you're going to have to take all that out and make sure you get it out. So be aware of that. You could easily drop this. So like I say, I got it started with this angled one here, but if I kept pulling it out, there was a good chance that it could slip off and fall into the fuel rail. So then I switched to this side here and got a good solid hook on it before pulling it out the rest of the way. Alright, so just put a little bit of oil on the O-rings, and then that'll slide on pretty easily. And then we're going to put the new clip on. Actually, this is the old. Let me grab the new clip. I'll put the new clip on and we should be good to go. Alright, so just so you can see it, one thing that you need to be aware of, see how this clip here has a indented on one side and not on the other? So you can see it from there, maybe. But basically, you see how it's narrower on one side, and you see so basically the narrow side goes away from the engine. The big open side goes towards the engine. So be aware of that when you go to put the clip back on. All right, there's the new pressure regulator all installed. Now, of course, the car was just running recently, so this test doesn't really mean anything, but let's just make sure it still runs now. Started right up. It's now almost 24 hours later. Let's see how the truck starts. Let's see if this was indeed the issue. That'll be nice if it was. So, after sitting all night, I would literally have to either crank this for 20 seconds. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's wonderful. It started right up. So there you go. If you smell fuel, if it's hard to start, then first thing to check is your fuel pressure regulator, at least with this GMC 2001 2500 HD. So that's cool. So bring you up to speed where I'm at on this vehicle. You know, I've changed the grille. I had to fix the weather stripping on the windshield. I had to buy tools to clean off all that chrome stuff on the rocker panel that looked like crap, and also do an oil change and all that. So by the time I'd done all those things, I was up to about $600. The AC went out. That brought me up to $1,000. Fixing the fuel pressure regulator, basically it was $80 plus tax. Then I had to buy the tools to get the O-rings out, so that was another $10 plus tax. We'll just say $100. So we're at total cost that I have into the truck that my mom gave me after my dad died, $1,100. I do have new tires and wheels coming, which is going to bump it up another $1,900. At that point, I will have $3,000 into this thing.